If we're talking about potential, then for the Orlando Magic, it's going to be limitless. It hasn't been an easy ride for Orlando, but if you're a Magic fan, then you have a lot of reasons to be excited for the near future. With a roster filled with young talents who are eager to show what they're made of, things are looking good for this team. The future is bright for the squad, and if they continue heading towards the right direction, they can become a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. Let's take a look at why the Magic has the potential to be a scary team in the near future. The last time we saw the Magic in the playoffs was in 2019. However, since then, they've been on the right track, and they've shown some flashes that they can build a competent squad. It can be seen with how well they've drafted these past few years. Orlando has acquired guys with a lot of potential, such as Cole Anthony, Wendell Carter Jr., Franz Wagner, and, of course, Paolo Banchero. Banchero being selected as the first overall pick for the 2022 NBA draft wasn't a surprise. Almost every prediction and mock draft have Paolo as a top 3 pick, and for good reason. The 6'10" forward from Duke University wasted no time and showed us why he's at the top of the draft. During the NBA Summer League, Paolo averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. While the level of competition in the Summer League might not be as intense as NBA games, it can still provide us with a good glimpse of what Banchero brings to the table, especially on offense. One of the things that stands out in his game is his mid-range scoring. He has a smooth jumper and he's comfortable scoring in isolation. Paolo has a quick trigger, and together with his length, it makes his shots difficult to block. Just take a look at this turnaround jumper and how high his release point is. It's not common for a player his size to have such a lethal mid-range game, but it's only going to get better for him once he starts working with NBA coaches. His footwork is also one of his strengths, and it makes guarding him that much harder. Watch as Banchero makes a quick stop and spin to throw the defender off balance. Aside from his mid-range shots, he's also good at getting buckets as a slasher. He has a quick first step, which allows him to blow past defenders pretty easily. Check out how he used his step to quickly accelerate to the cup for an easy 2. Then, similar to his mid-range game, Paolo's footwork also shines when he scores in the paint. His agile feet can be a problem for the defense whenever he attacks the basket. In this play, we can see how he uses this beautiful spin move to escape his defender and lay it in. His tool bag as a slasher is deep, and to make things better, he's not afraid to add a little bit of physicality when needed. Just take a look at how he muscles his way in as he gets up for a powerful slam. Aside from his mid-range and inside scoring, another noticeable part of his game is his post moves. While he doesn't use these as much as the other moves in his arsenal, he's shown flashes that he can be a great post scorer someday if he wants to. Watch how Banchero uses his post moves to create space between him and the defender as he sinks the fadeaway jumper. This can be a great addition to his game, as he can easily exploit a mismatch using this, and it really fits well to his playstyle. One thing that can be improved in his scoring is his outside shot. While he's not particularly a bad shooter, it can be considered as the one thing that's missing from his scoring package. He's already a versatile scorer, but if he can unlock his 3-point shot, he can become truly unguardable by being a threat from anywhere on the floor. However, his ability to get buckets is just half of the reason why he has a huge impact on offense. Banchero is a really good playmaker, especially for his size. He can play the role of a point forward, and he has the ability to create shots for his teammates. His ability to spot open teammates and dish the ball accurately is perfect for a team with multiple scoring options, such as the Magic. Check out this gorgeous overhead pass to an open cutter for an easy basket. His court vision also shines on the open floor. In this play, Paolo makes a well-timed assist to the open man in the corner, rewarding them with a wide-open 3. This just shows us one of the many reasons why Banchero will be a great addition to Orlando. The team was ranked just 20th in assists per game last season, and that definitely needs to improve if they want to be a solid playoff team someday. But with Banchero now on the roster, he can be a catalyst for a better ball movement. And that's exactly why he fits perfectly with this roster. With so many good scoring options, the Magic's firepower can be devastating if they execute a good system. One of their cornerstones on offense is Franz Wagner, who's been great for them so far. After a fantastic rookie year where he averaged 15.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.9 assists, he was named to the All-Rookie team last season, and he definitely deserves it. Franz is arguably the most versatile scorer on the roster right now. He can attack the basket down low, score from mid-range, and fire from outside. Although not an elite shooter, he's good enough to stretch the floor, draining 35% of his shots from downtown. Aside from his scoring, one thing that stood out from his game is his ability to be active on the floor and move off the ball. This makes it easy for facilitators to set him up because he's always looking for an open shot. Because of this, he'll be able to fit well with Banchero. And their two-man game will be deadly, considering how Wagner is a decent passer as well. These two guys can both initiate or finish a pick and roll, so adjusting to each won't be difficult for them. Another key player is Cole Anthony, who's been great for the Magic since he was drafted in 2020. Cole finished last season with 16.3 points, 5.7 assists, and 5.4 rebounds, all while showing flashes that he can be an elite scorer someday. There were some concerns about his inconsistent efficiency and shot selection, but given his improvements in almost every major statistical category last season, we can say that he had a great year. Anthony is still young and has a lot of time to work on his efficiency, and seeing how hungry he is and wanting to become a better player, there's no doubt he'll figure it out. Speaking of improvement, Wendell Carter Jr. has been a stellar addition for Orlando, and a lot of fans even considered him as their best player post-All-Star break. He averaged a solid 15 points and 10.5 rebounds, double-double, and he's doing it while playing a big role on defense as well. At first glance, his defensive stats might not look exceptional, but when you watch him on the court, you'll see how spectacular he is as a defender. His ability to stay in front of his man and contest their shots is phenomenal. His moves are quick for a big man like him, so blowing past him is not an easy task. In this play, Wendell did a wonderful job staying in front of Wood, ultimately leading to a huge block. That's a 6'10" player we're talking about. But he's not just quick, he's also strong. The man is built just like a wall. Here he shows just how strong he is by forcing a miss from Embiid, one of the best post scorers in today's NBA. He's a productive big man on both ends of the floor, and as a cherry on top, he's also showing signs that he can be a stretch big someday, making 33% beyond the arc on 3.5 attempts. He's going to be a huge part of the Magic's future, and his arrival to Orlando was a good thing for both his personal career and the team. In terms of overall success, one of the wild cards that can affect how good they'll be this season is Markelle Fultz. A lot of people called him a bust when his NBA performance wasn't as good as the hype he had during college. There were a lot of speculations as to why his shooting form suddenly became bad when he entered the league, from lingering injuries to relationship problems that kept him out of focus. We don't know what happened in the past, but if we look at the present, Fultz looks promising and his game looks a lot better. Since his return from injury in February this year, he tallied his highest field goal percentage since he started his NBA career at 47% on 10 attempts per game. There may be a lot of doubt surrounding Markelle's future, but don't be surprised if one day he turns it around and shows us what he's capable of. The same thing can be said about Jalen Suggs, who, according to fans, had an underwhelming rookie year. That being said, it's too early to give up on him considering he's just 20 years old. A lot of rookies take time to adjust to the NBA. If Suggs can continue focusing on his growth, and if the coaches can help him tap into his potential, he can become an important piece for his team soon. The Magic's future is bright, and they are full of young talents who are eager to show what they're made of. What's better is how their play styles fit well with each other. So we're not just looking at players who can become elite one day, but a team with the potential to be a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference. What are your thoughts on the Orlando Magic this upcoming season? Let us know in the comments below. If you guys want to see another team that's full of potential, be sure to click on this video. Go ahead and click it. It's free.